Hi there, I'm John McLauchlan. Welcome to another video. So in this series of videos, what I'm doing is I'm promoting Clickbank products using an email platform, an email marketing platform called myleadgensecret. And if you haven't yet seen it, I've got a whole series that I'm doing over the next quarter and over the next year, 2024. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, or if this is the first time you've seen the channel, then hit that subscribe button just below there. Really appreciate that. And if you get some value from this or any of the videos on this channel, give us a thumbs up as well. And once again, I'll apologize for my voice. It's still it's still not right. So anyway, hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. So yes, promoting Clickbank products. So the first thing I always like to do is go and have a look at Clickbank and see what we've got in. And I've already checked this before because I've just updated one of my social media sites. So 2 days ago, we had 3 sales. We had a sale came in yesterday, and we've had a sale come in today. And that's what's happening was that window, and I always say you have a ratio when you're promoting My Lead Gen, is that sometimes you can promote. When you first get started, you promote for 3 weeks and not get a sale because you're building up that brand, you're building up that notoriety. And then that ratio will come down. Okay, you'll send maybe you'll get a sale every 2 weeks. And then maybe you'll get a sale every week, and then that will come down to days. And that's what's happening with this already. So let me just go and refresh this page. This is Clickbank. Okay, so currently with this one, with this particular product, it's called Social Sales Rep. Okay, it's had 2,155 hops. There's been 62 impressions with 5 sales and a conversion rate of 8.06, which is pretty good going. And the only reason I'm getting the results is because I'm just being consistent, and that's all you need to do. So if you're brand new to online marketing, if you want to understand how cold leads react with certain emails, there are certain formats that work. I'm going to show you what those formats are, and that's what this training's all about. So let's go back to My Lead Gen Secret. If you don't know what My Lead Gen Secret is, essentially it's a platform that gives you 100 co-registration BizOp email leads every single day. Okay, and you can email those leads every 23 hours. But literally, you can sign up today, you will get those leads in a few minutes, and then you can start sending emails in the first day, like literally within a few minutes. It's really, really good. I've been using this platform for 4.5 years. And I will continue to use it because it continues to bring in results. Now, if you do some research about My Lead Gen Secret around, you'll hear a completely conflicting opinions. Some people will say it's great. Some people will say I tried it and didn't really work. Some people will say it's just awful. Okay, and you always get that with the online business because that's what always happens. So do some research, have a look at it. But let me tell you, from using this for 4.5 years, this works, and in particular, it works really well with Clickbank products because we're getting leads in from the BizOp niche. So I'm just going to go through the whole process. So essentially, you get 100 leads every single day. Now, My Lead Gen Secret have an affiliate program. So if you refer somebody else into the program, they will give you 100 additional leads as a bonus, and also they will give you $5 a month, and they will do that to 5 levels deep. Okay, so if somebody you refer gets somebody else, then they will pay you to 5 levels deep. So it's a good compensation plan. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, and that's really what people want. Now, the other thing you can do with this is I started with one account, and then I realized that I could refer myself as an affiliate. So what that means is that I can refer myself on account number 2. Not only do I get the bonus leads, but I also get the compensation as well. Okay, so I've done that 5 times. So I've got 5 accounts that are stacked on top of each other. Okay, and every single account gets 200 leads every single day because I'm getting the bonus leads. And I've also referred people to my account number 5. So I get bonus leads and commissions from that. So just by using the My Lead Gen Secret system or the My Lead Gen Secret email platform by itself can be a very good side hustle. Okay, there are some people made 6 figures just by doing this, literally with one account, because they've made additional resources, videos in relation to that. But what I always say is, if you're going to do this, get as many accounts as you can afford. Okay, I know a lot of people, they will say, okay, John's making sales. I'm going to follow what John's done. He's done 5 sales. Okay, that's brought in 80 something dollars in the last 12, 13 days. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same. And then from the money that I earn, I'll be able to get more accounts. Okay. And what I would say is don't do that until you're more established, because a lot of people do that when they start the online business world, and they market from a point of desperation. And what it will do, it will taint the process and the journey for you, because essentially you want to enjoy the journey. So what I'm saying is, if you look at it, my recommendation is to start with 3 accounts. Okay, if you can't afford 3 accounts, then get 2 accounts or 1 account, as long as you get started, and as long as you are consistent with this process. That's the main thing. And then as you build up, then you can build accounts from there. Okay, but that's really important. So what we've got in front of you is the My Lead Gen Secret account, my first account. I think, let me just check. I'm on my number 1 account. I'll just log out. Okay, so there's my first account. And what I'll do is, so you can see what I've been doing here. Yesterday, I sent my newsletter. If you're not yet signed up to my newsletter, you can go to the description below and you can sign up for that. Loads of really good information that I send out for free every single week, every weekend. And then we look at the different things that we've sent. Okay, so these are the sorts of emails that we've been sending. Okay, and My Lead Gen Secret will give you stats based on those numbers, based on those emails. So the first thing we'll do, we're going to go to, in fact, the first thing we are going to do, skip to thing there. We're going to go to the affiliate marketplace, because this is where we find products that we want to sell. And the first thing you want to do is, when this page loads, you want to go to the right category. And the category that works with the My Lead Gen Secret leads is e-business and e-marketing. And that's here. And of course, there are lots of different categories that you can choose from. Okay, and I've promoted all kinds of different things using My Lead Gen Secret. But what you want is e-business and e-marketing. So I'm going to go and click that. And then you want to sort the results by ranking high to low. So essentially you've got the most popular products to promote on top. Okay, and currently we're promoting live chat jobs. Okay, so if I click that, it just shows you the actual landing page of live chat jobs. And it's slow today, this. So essentially you've got an initial VSL, the video page. Okay, then it takes people through to a selection. Okay, so if people have if this video piques people's interest, they can go down, how much do you want to earn? Okay, well, let's go on a full-time income on $1,000 a week. So click on that. Okay, and the page goes through. It's what we call the commitment and consistency theory. It goes through different options. Eventually it goes through to the landing page. And because people have clicked those little steps, it's going to take them to do bigger steps. And ultimately what you want is people to go through and buy the product. Okay, so that's it. That's the landing page. So if you want to promote this, we're going to go to, first of all, we're going to go to promote. And putting these details in here gives you your encrypted link to use for your emails. So a tracking ID, I always put the same one in, which is 1ml and today's date, 15/01. That'll do. Okay, so we create the hop link. As you can see down there, you've got the encrypted hop link, which I'm going to use in all my emails. The only thing I will do is I'll change the 1ml to 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, just so I know where sales are coming from. So I'm going to go to a notepad, right click, paste that in. As you can see there, I've got the URL pasted into my notepad ready. Then what we do, we're going to go to the affiliate page. Okay, because the affiliate page has got all the marketing assets, all the emails, everything that we need to promote this. Okay, and it's all done for us. So we click on email swipes, and currently we're on day 14. Okay, so I'm looking for email 14. So I'm going to click on this. I'm going to highlight all this anyway. Copy that. I'm going to go over to My Lead Gen Secret. I'm going to go to mailing system. Okay. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to select all my leads. So you can see I've been doing this 4.5 years. I've been building up those leads. I've got bonus leads after the first 3 weeks. And those 200 leads a day have built up in my account. And they're built up to 309,400. Okay. Now the servers, they max out at 200,000. So even though I've got 309,400 leads in the account, I can only send 200,000 at a time. Okay. Which is a little bit disappointing, but at the same time, the people who signed up first will be dropping off anyway. Okay, so I'm always sending this to fresh leads. The next thing I do is I go to the last email that I sent out, okay, using this system, and I'll click load. And the reason I do that is because it keeps the formatting. And the form, when you send in emails to people that don't know who you are, what you want to be doing is keeping those emails condensed, short, and to the point, because they're just going to scan the email. They're not going to read it all the way through. Okay. And what you want is, see how it doesn't go all the way over to the page, and it's fairly short. And this one wasn't short, but you've got the call to action in there as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger so we can all see it. Now I'm going to highlight the old text. This is the old text I'm going to get rid of. So I'm going to go Control V. So that pastes in all the copy that I got from Clickbank. Okay, and then I'm going to change this to font size 16. Okay, I like 16. I always find like 14 is too small, 18 is a bit too big. So there we go. Okay, so that's what we've got. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my numbers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. That's my guide. Okay, or like my template. I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that in 4 times. So that's pasted in 4 times. So what I'm looking at doing, all this text wants to be within the parameters of these numbers. Okay. So I'll do that first. In fact, let's read it. So with websites becoming increasingly popular, more people are turning to their computer screens in search of answers. All right. So to get a new line, hit Shift and then Enter. If you just hit enter, it'll give you a new paragraph. That's what we don't want. Let's do the same on there. So if you're looking for a job where you can chat with people online, this could be your huge shot. All right. Your primary goal is to answer customer questions, provide links, and give discounts. Most of these things make the position an extremely attractive possibility for anyone looking to generate funds from home or abroad. That's a mouthful. Which is why sometimes it's always good to read your emails out loud, because sometimes what you'll find is when you get emails from Clickbank, you can tell they've not been generated by primary English speakers and writers. So you sometimes end up with a little bit of waffle. Right, okay. So ultimately what you want to be doing when you're reading an email out is, what is the context of this email and what is the story? Okay. So, hey, you want to chat? With websites becoming increasingly popular, more people have turned to their computer screens in search of answers. If you're looking for a job where you can chat with people online, this could be your huge shot. Your primary goal is to answer customer questions. Okay, right. This with websites being, this is just again, this is waffle. Okay, and we're taking that out. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense. It does make sense, but it's a little bit state the obvious. So. And again, if you start an email or if you started a video to a friend and you went, hey, you want to chat? They'd go, are you on drugs? It's not natural, is it? Okay, so what you want to do with these emails is take out all the spin, all the horrible spammy words that people just are so immune to right now. Okay, so if you're looking for a job where you can chat with people online, this could be your chance. And even the exclamation mark, you'll get a lot of people who are well versed in grammar and English. They'll say exclamation marks don't really form any part of correct grammar, but we'll keep it in. And what we've got to remember is that when you do your email, when you send your email, you want to do it where it's conversational. Okay, so things like, hey, you want to chat? It's not really conversational. It's more just it grates. Okay, so if you're looking for a job where you can chat with people online, this could be your chance. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the affiliate page. So they're saying $35 an hour. And the reason I look at that is because the landing page will say also $35 an hour. So you've got to make sure that everything is congruent with what you're saying, with what they see on the landing page. And that, is one of the massive takeaways when you sending emails to people. Everything has to be 100% congruent, because there will be somebody that says, "How on it? You said $35 an hour, and I went to the landing page and it was $30 an hour." Obviously, you're running some scam, and that's the thing that people who don't know you, that's the conclusion they will jump to. Okay, so your primary goal. Okay, so here what we've got is, if you're looking for a job, this could be your chance. Okay, the next question in their mind, why? Why is it going to be my chance? Because you get paid $35 an hour. Okay. 4. 35. So we're talking about a job, okay? And now we're talking about a goal, okay? So I'm going to put job, your primary job. Primary job is to answer customer questions, and I'm going to keep that within the parameters, so I'll just drop that down. So shift and enter, and then I'll just go to there and bring that back. Okay, for $35 an hour, your primary job is to answer customer questions, provide links, and give discounts. Most of these things make the What's things? Okay, so the pay and we'll say paying conditions. Okay, the pay and the fact that you can work from home makes the position an extremely attractive for anyone looking to generate funds we've already said about funds from home, so we've already said that, so that kind of that just sort of says the same thing again, which kind of labours the point. And if you're labouring a point, people go, "Why are you labouring a point? Are you running a scam?" Okay, so let's just go back. So the pay and the fact that you can work from home makes the position extremely attractive for anyone looking to generate additional income. Full stop. Right, so we'll keep that within the parameters. See, the customer goes over a little bit. Yes, I'm going to bring that down because that would work better, and keep it there. Okay, that's better. Now bring customer because it'll stick out. It'll stick out less. See what I mean in a second. See, it's just more within. That's better. Okay, makes. Let's try that. Okay, that's better. That reads quite nice. Yeah, okay, we'll change that. And this is really good as well, Grammarly. Okay, sometimes Grammarly, it goes a little bit out of context. But if you struggle with writing, if you're dyslexic, and a lot of people are, nothing wrong with that either, then use Grammarly because it'll keep you right. And yes, I do say be conversational, but at the same time, if your email is really bad and full of spelling mistakes, then people will say, well, who's this been sent from? I would. Okay, so just make sure you are conversational, yet you can spell things in the right way, and Grammarly will keep you right. It's free, and just a Chrome or just internet browser. So the awesome part is the flexibility. No fixed term means you could balance your hours between school, work, and even travel. All right, let's go with that. That's all right. That. Now, what I sometimes do, I sometimes highlight certain words with capital letters. Some people use italics, some people use bold type, and sometimes I use capital letters. I say sometimes because as soon as you start to do that, you start going a little bit spammy. So you just got to be quite careful. So let's take these numbers out, and I'm going to keep this. I want to keep this in. So I'm going to do this. Click here for the details and to apply. So as you can see, that is the call to action. So I always capitalize the first word, and sometimes if it looks a bit too much, and I always say some sentences are quite syllable heavy. Okay, so click here for the details and to apply. And what you can do sometimes is you can change the and for the sign, and that cuts it down. It makes it look a little bit cleaner in some ways. Okay, so I'm not going to do that in this case. And then what I always like to do is, if I can see it, my double chevron. Okay, I'm going to take that off bold. And it just, I don't know, it adds, for some reason, it just adds a little bit of cleanliness to it. Okay, and there you go. There's your email. Okay, we'll take this out. That's it done. There could be maybe, see there, your chance. Capitalize your. And you could maybe capitalize awesome. Okay. Because a lot of people right now, they want a chance. They want to be able to to make additional income, and they want to be able to do it simply. And this is one of those chances. And also doing something like this, getting signed up with MacLeod and sending emails like this will generate you additional revenue if you do it in the right way. Just do it like the way I'm doing it now. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Okay, I'm just going to copy. Here's my notepad. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to go to there. I'm going to paste that in. Click OK. There we go. Oh, what's this? Keep in tabs. I think that got pasted in. Okay, and yeah, certainly the way I like to finish an email, I always like to sign it off with speak soon, my name, my image, my social medias, and the PS. The PS brings people back to myleadgensecret. Do you want more leads for your business? And that works well. Okay, so that's the way I promote myleadgen. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and preview this. Maybe have a little space below speak soon. I'll click on there, have a look, just make sure it's configured in the right way. And also we need to change the, there we go, look. So always have a look at the link, check your hop, okay, make sure it's configured to you and you're good to go. So the subject line, we need to look at the subject line. So what have they said? Do you enjoy talking to people? No. Okay, thanks. Okay. So what I do with the subject line is I make the subject line as congruent as possible with the content. That's a vital, important thing. Now, if you're just getting started and maybe a bit overwhelmed, or I can't write email or something, then what you can do is just grab all this text verbatim, word for word, copy and paste it straight in. Okay, maybe what I would do, I would maybe alter this a little bit just to sound a bit different or whatever. But if you're just getting started, copying and pasting these in, they still work. You will still get conversions. Okay, but the important thing about email is that it evolves over time. You're going to learn new things. You're going to learn things about you, and you're going to learn things about your audience. And that evolution process is what we call developing your brand. Okay. And over time, you will develop your brand, and also you will develop the audience, and you'll get to understand your audience's pain points and what they want, and that's what happens over time. But what a lot of people do, they try and get things perfect right from the start, and it never works. You'll never be perfect from the start. You'll never be perfect at the end. Okay, there's always ways that you can improve, but just get started. Just copy and paste it in, put it into MyLeadGen, send it. That's it. Okay, and you'll make sales. Okay, if you are consistent, and you have to be consistent. Okay, so let's go on to the subject line. So let's have a look. So starting out with a numerical figure, $35 an hour. That is the hook. That is what grabs people's attention. Okay, if I get a lot of cash like this, okay, I don't always have cash on my thing. Gonna see that, yeah. If I go, okay, have a look at that. Okay, it grabs people's attention because people are drawn to monetary value and things like that. So you've got to do that. So $35 an hour. This could be your chance. That's always nice. Going to copy that. So I want to go 35 per hour. This could be your chance. First name. And I'm going to take away any exclamations, paste that in. Now that looks a little bit long, so what we can do as well, we can also put slash $35 slash, which is per, and then HR, and that cuts it down a little bit. Can also make it look a bit more intriguing. So let's have a look at that and see what it looks like. Obviously there's no spaces, per hour. And we'll capitalize the T. But we'll keep, well, you see, I'm always a little bit, shall we capitalize every first word or not? And what you've got to remember is that Google, Yahoo, they've really up their game when it comes to people receiving emails. Okay, so if you don't know anything about DKIM records, you've got to make sure your DKIM records are right. Otherwise, they won't even get sent. They'll just bounce. Okay, so what you say in your subject line matters a great deal, because sometimes even the $35 an hour, okay, that will probably be flagged for a lot of Gmail, and yet we know it works. And if I say this could be your chance, okay, somebody would say, oh, it's another load of nonsense. Okay, but the $35 an hour does pique people's interest. It is the hook. Okay, so I'm going to keep that. So $35 an hour, this could be your chance, John. We'll leave that in. Okay, we'll preview it. There we go. And what you've got there is a nice, condensed, to the point email. And again, it looks quite clean. Let me just change that. I'm just going to put another space down there, just to separate the copy from the signature. Looks a bit better. Okay, so perfect timing and send email. That's it. Okay, so if you've got one account, you're done. Okay, and usually this process takes 10-15 minutes, depending on what you want to do and what you want to change. And then what it says there is please wait 23 hours. So in 23 hours time, we'll come and do the whole process again. And consistency is the number one. So I'm going to click, I've clicked on source and see what it's done. It's gone from the text and now it's given us a source code. So I'm going to click on there. I'm going to go Control A and then just keep Control pressed down, C. Then I'm going to go to my notepad and then go Control V. And that pastes everything in. Next thing, I've made a little space. I'm going to put the subject line in there as well. So let's copy that. Let's paste it in. There we go, look. So that's all in. Okay, I'm just going to click on there, Control A, that highlights everything, and then Control C. So now everything's pasted to the clipboard. I don't have to copy anything else. And this is the quicker way to do it. So if we go to the account, I'm going to log out. I want to go to my account number 2. Again, it just looks exactly the same. Okay, the only difference is I get the bonus leads for this account and I also get paid for this account. So I'm going to go to mailing system, select all the leads. So the leads in this is 141,700. Right click and paste that in. So it was going to paste all that code in, but you can only paste so many characters into the subject line. So I was going to take out the characters that I don't need. Click on source, Control A and then V. Okay, and that keeps everything in. The formatting is the same. Just take out the subject line because I don't need that. Everything in there is the same. So the only thing I'm going to change, I'm going to click on the link and I'm going to change 1ml to 2, backspace 2. Okay, click on perfect timing and send email. Now perfect timing, if you use something like GetResponse or your typical autoresponder, it learns when your recipient opens the email or when they're most likely to open the email based on previous mailings, and it will deliver the email at the right time. And I think that's quite a good idea as well, because currently I'm sending 750,000 leads, and to send a bunch of leads from the same sender all at once can sometimes flag the email providers. So sending them out at different times is a better idea. Okay, so we've got number 3 accounts, mailing system, select all the leads, right click on the subject line and paste that in, take away the code, go to source, click anywhere, Control A, V, click on source, and then we'll just take out the bits and change that link. So we're now on account number 3, backspace 3. Okay, perfect timing, send email. And so when I go back into Clickbank, I can go and have a look at the tracking ID that it gives me, and I can tell which account has produced what sale. So it makes a huge lot of difference because there's not a lot you can do. If you've got account number 1 that's made all the sales, then where are we for? I mean, sometimes you can maybe refine your process. So you go, okay, I've had sales with account number 1. Let's just use account number 1 for Clickbank, and then let's use account number 2 for something else. You could maybe do that. Okay, but again, it starts to get a bit, what am I doing? Mailing system. That's what I'm going to talk at the same time. Right, select all the leads. Right click on there, paste, and then take away the excess code. Source, Control A, V, source, take away that headline or the subject line, and we're currently in account number 4. So if you find it, if you click your cursor in that area, it'll go in front or behind the 1. Okay, if you click this way, it's behind it or front of it, whatever you want to call it. Either way, so it's delete and the number or backspace. Okay, I know you know that, but sometimes it's the little things that people struggle with. Send email. There we go. So one more account number 5, and we're done. And I know people who have got 10 accounts. There's one guy I know who's got 10 accounts, and consistently they do incredibly well. Learn system. Select all leads. Right click on there, paste that in. Source, Control A, V. Again, we're just repeating the process for every single thing, but it's always nice to get into that rhythm, get into that process, and when you do, things get quicker, things get faster, and you can get more results in less time. Send email. That's it. We're done. There we are. 23 hours time, we will come back and we will do this whole process again. So let's have a look at the stats. So let's look at the stats. So we've got 2194 hops. Just refresh the page, see if anything else has come in. Okay, we've got 2 more clicks. But again, I'm pleased with this over this sort of 13, 14 day period. And there's been 2 weekends in that 2 week period as well. So there's 2 missed opportunities not to send emails to Clickbank because I've sent my newsletter. Okay, so that's it. So if you have any questions about this, by all means, reach out to me. My text number is on there. Put a comment below, and if you want to get started with this, it's dead simple. Okay, this is my email from yesterday for day 13. Okay, so my email, my video from yesterday, going through the whole process. There's my text number. Okay, you can text me a number. The best way to contact me is email because you'll get a quicker response. But if you go to the description, yes, indeed. This is a description. Okay, I need coffee. If you want to get involved in this, get your first account. It says click here to join My Lead Gen Secret. Okay, click on there, and it's going to take you to my page. Okay, this is my landing page. And what I do on my landing page, I just talk about My Lead Gen Secret. If you've been following along with this case study, you're not going to need to know much more. Okay, but this explains it. If you click on join now, okay, you can sign up, and this will put you on my my email list. Now, I don't spam you with loads of nonsense. Okay, essentially, I just want to make sure that you've got access to the resources. First of all, the resource that I will give you is called the 10-minute email format model. It goes through what we talk about here, but I also provide you with all my best performing emails of 2023. So I'll give you that. And also there's access to a free private Facebook group where we test things. And, there's lots of different people in there, 6- and 7-figure earners, would you believe, promoting this. So you get access to that as well. So I just want to make sure that you don't miss out from anything, when you become a member. So that's the first thing. So go to, not that one, this one. Go to this link, okay, and also you'll find a lot more about the whole system. And if you want to see the whole playlist, okay, I've got a whole playlist on this, going through every single day. And if you want to click on there, you can get my newsletter. And I send that out every weekend, either a Saturday or a Sunday, ideally on a Saturday. And it just goes through what I've been doing. It gives you free access to different resources and training and tools and things that I've been doing over the week. A lot of people really respond really well to that. But anyway, if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments below. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button because, again, I really appreciate it. And it goes a long way into being able to make more videos like this because the algorithm loves it. Okay, and also give us a like on this or any of the videos that you see on this channel. All right, we'll see you tomorrow on day 15 tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. Bye for now.